I'm Dora Hamim, grew up in the north, now live in the center in Ramat Gan, 28 years old. Originally worked in real estate, now we are doing the Nova. I worked in the foundation of the Nova, the Tribe of Nova Foundation. And now we are here in the community day for the survivors. The survivors can come here every Thursday to just be them, to get their treatments, to do workshops, to hear some music, to surf, get their rights from the government. The government come here, Bituach Leumi and all of the officers that can help them, and just give them a safe zone to get better and get healed.
Take us back to October 7th and what that day looked like for you.
Yes. Originally we worked on these festivals half a year before. We planned it, you think about the concept, every festival is unique. So you need to build and give something else to the participants that come to the party. And it was collaboration with a big festival from Brazil that's called Universal Paralelo. We bring them from Brazil, we bring the tents and a few things and a few artists from Brazil that played here. And the producers also come here and they were our guests. So in this day, I was there day before. We rent a villa, every production that we do, we rent a villa not far away. And we was there in the field day before. We see how we need to build it and to help build all of this festival. And in this day, I was there from 2 p.m. I think, yeah, it was 2 p.m. And the open gates was in 11. It's supposed to be until 5 p.m. day after, 18 hours of music. It's a long festival. People can bring their tents and doing a chill out zone for themselves that they can rest. And after that they come to the stage. So my work is Eco-Nova project, is environment friendly project that we don't use the plastic in our festivals. We're doing a project with cups that they can buy and they buy it and they can save it or to bring it back to the bar and get water or a shot for themselves. And this is the bar there, and this is how we can keep the area and the field clean. And it was very high energy in the festival, a lot of beautiful people and smiling, and everybody was in high mode. I don't know, it was very special. And I also said that my ex-girlfriend that was with me there come to save me because she arrived to the party in 6:20 and the attack started in 6:29. And when it started, even before the music shut down, she called me and said, "Don't look up in the sky, that there is a bomb." So immediately I realized that the party was over, and I told her to meet me near the bar, and we met near the bar, and the music shut down. And after the music shut down, it was very massive attack, a lot of rockets. Every 2 seconds you hear the bomb from the Iron Shield. And I was in the army, I was in a special unit. We know what is rockets, we know what is fighting, so it was unusual, this attack. We collect some friends and we go to the open field because you have the instructions of the IDF. If you have bomb shelter or open field when you have rockets, you need to choose. So we don't have bomb shelters, we go to the open field, we stay there near a tree. About 15 minutes, and everybody was in panic. So we decided to leave the area, to leave the field, and to go to the villa that we rent. It was 20 minutes driving near Netivot, the settlement's called Mebuim, and we driving in a line 3 cars, and there is the famous road of 232. So you get after this to a cross that all of the people took left and the terrorists waiting for them, and then killed or murdered everybody. and they started to keep going to the cross. And when we arrived to the cross, we saw them from 10 or 20 meters. They tried to shut on us, but they didn't succeed. And our originally turn that we need, this was right. So we took the right, we succeed to run away, and we get the villa. We didn't realize what happened because it's not unique. It's even for us before it was impossible that terrorists can come to Israel and started to shoot everybody on the roads. So we get to the villa, we hide in the bomb shelter, and after that we just getting a lot of phone calls from our friends.
You knew at this point that terrorists had infiltrated.
Yeah.
You saw them.
Yeah, we saw them, and after that we get a lot of push in the phone that terrorists come to Israel.
But they hadn't gone down that right turn.
No, they didn't.
So you were safe where
Yeah, when you think about it in the past, we was saved. But in this point, we didn't know if they are near us or they are come to us. So we stayed in a bomb shelter. We put in tables on the doors and chairs to block the door. And I think it was if the attack started in 6:30, 6:29, we were in the villa in 7:20. We get to the villa. It was very in the beginning, or 7:30, and we just get after 1 hour a lot of phone calls from our friends, and they told us that they are get shot or they are staying in the field, they are injured. And this was the time that we really get panicked, because you know that your friends are in the field injured and you are under attack. Secondly, before half an hour you almost get shot, but now we are good and you don't know if they come to you. And after 2 hours, 3 hours, my friend, my partner Nimrod, post in the Facebook and tell everybody that if they in the field and need help, send us the locations. Where are you? So after 2 hours of panic, we just get into survival mind and mode, and we just open a war room, Hamal we call it, and we have the friend in the villa that knew some forces in the field, so we send them all of the locations of the people that was in the field. I can say that a few from them survived, and unfortunately some of them not. And you get a lot of phone calls from my cousin, and I heard about my good friends that murdered. And it was very hard, very upset mode in the villa, and you hear the news and you open it. And we stayed in this situation until 5 p.m. And somebody from the special forces come to us and lead us to the main road, and we just driving home. And this was the day after that. Me and Nimrod, just go to the Kiryat and started to build the table and catalog the people, because we had all of the data of the people that buy a ticket. So we started to catalog because we saw the videos of the Hamas terrorists, and we saw some friends that kidnapped, and we knew about some that kidnapped, and we knew about some that murdered, and about some people that missing, and the last that succeed to get home. So we have them. After in 1 week, we are just got back to the field and rescued a lot of bodies and people that stayed there and was injured. And after 1 week, we opened the spaces for the survivors, the healing journey spaces, that they can come, get their treatments, get over the trauma, and be together. And it was very important in the beginning, because people that doesn't was there can't realize you. So you just sit with somebody that was there, and you can talk with the eyes. You don't even need to speak in a voice, to change words, only in the eyes. So it was very important to be together. And since then we are doing all of these activities. We give them a lot of hope, and the tools to get over the trauma. This is the main purpose.
You have people, friends of yours, people you know that were kidnapped into Gaza?
Yeah, we have partners that did another stage that called mushroom stage. There were three partners. Two of them was twins that murdered, Osher and Michael Vaknin. They murdered, and one of them is Elkana Buchbut. It's still kidnapped. A few bodyguards that was there also kidnapped. And now we hear the good news in the last week that the survivors, the kidnapped coming back from Gaza, they were all of them from the festival. Two of them guards and two of them just people that come to have fun. So it was very good news. But yeah, I know about some
friends of yours that were killed.
Yeah, I have an ex-girlfriend, not this one. Last one, the one before that was murdered there. And I have a few good friends that I grew up with them in the north that was murdered. A good friend of mine that was like my sister, Naama Mualem, that was murdered. Gidi and Noah, they were brothers, also good friends of mine from the north. Yeah, a lot of good people and friends of mine that was murdered I think in the 2 weeks or 3 weeks after the attack, I was over 20 funerals, and then I stopped to go because it was very difficult emotionally. Yeah, it was too heavy, and I just focused on the healing of the community, and it's helped me to get over the trauma, I think. All of these activities, when you give, you get back, so it was good for us.
You said you went back a week later to recover the bodies?
Yeah, some friends of mine go to the field and rescue bodies. We are open, and it was an office, a tech office that we opened with some friends from the high-tech, and we have some programs that we knew how to calculate the roads of the people that were missing. So we doing a timeline where there was the last stop, and we send it to the forces to our friends that was in the field, and they go and see if they're there. It was a success, I can tell, because we found some of them, some of the bodies. And after 1 week, we realized that we finished with the field, and there's nobody to rescue. So we moved on to the spaces.
Have you been back to the Nova site itself?
Yeah, I was there. I was there 2 times. One time it was when we are the project Econova. We did it there. We go to clean the area, and we put some signs that will be an order in this place. And the second was when the family of Naama create a movie for her, and the friends of mine that was with her in the car when she murdered tell the story. So she doing a small movie for herself.
You said that you were a real estate agent before October 7th, and this was a side project of yours, Nova.
Yeah.
And now it's the opposite.
Yeah.
How has it changed your life in other ways? Has there been other ways it's changed you?
I think is when you get through such a thing and you want to help people, and now we are all connected in somehow from Hashem. And now you feel like you have a purpose, all of us, all of the producers. None of us get murdered, or just some of them get shot in the legs, but they are okay now and they tell the story. And think we have a purpose, we don't know what, but first of all it's to help the survivors, and you feel like you are wanted to do this and to help, and this is your purpose now, and it's come from the heart. Now it's what's important. It's not about money, it's not about nothing that you can bring, just for help these people and help for yourself through that.
has this affected how you interact with people who are not survivors, who haven't been through this experience? Your perspective, I imagine, is very changed.
Yeah, we can tell that. I think that everybody I was there, it changes life because now you don't. You want what you really wanted in your life, and you don't compromise about nothing, and you want to tell the story, and everybody around you will be a good people because you get such a big trauma and attack from evil people that just wanted to kill you. It's not about the religion, it's not about nothing, it's just about people that come to dance and spread love and to share the same values of ואהבת לרעך כמוך. We are all one, and the darkness come to the light, and this is the story, the evil against the good. So I see it right now that we want to change something, and we want to lead the community and to lead, if we can, to change something in the world to good, to do it better.
I think if the Nova was an institution that spread light before, I think from now it's going to spread even more light.
Now, because I think we have the platform now. We have the tools because of our story. So we have the tools, we have good people that support us and give us the tools to do it, and I'm very glad for it.
It's amazing to think, but there are people who, despite all the proof, the video evidence, the verbal evidence, the eyewitnesses that are denying what happened, are protesting against Israel, are supporting the hatred and the murdering. What's your reaction to all that hate?
It's very upset. It's very upset because they don't know the story, and they drop to the world sentences and some words that they don't know about what they're talking. So they don't have the knowledge really to understand what's happened. And like I said, it's not about the religion, it's about pure evil. So you support in a pure evil. That's it. It can be on your party, on your home. We are not different. Because hate, it's hate. It's equal.
You're doing tremendous work helping so many people recover, the survivors and families. Do you see it's making a difference to people, it's helping people to heal?
Yeah, definitely. It's do them better because, well, all of this tribe, there's something spiritual in these things. And we are all together here and doing some things to the soul. All of these workshops and all of this, we have sound healing and projects, and you can doing ice bath, and you have here somebody that open you a cards, or I don't know, a lot of activities that are spiritual. And I think our generation not afraid to talk about things like the old generation, you know. Now it's not an issue to go to psychological treatments or to speak about what you have on your heart and your fears and the things that you threw in the day. So it's very unique now when we are just doing this, and you see the progress of the people. From bad situation, they were in trauma at their homes. Now they are coming here and surfing and singing and together. It's amazing.
There's something for everyone.
Yeah.
Because I read that even though people are going to therapy and trying to heal, many therapists are not qualified to deal with the level of trauma that people experienced on that day. But there's something for everyone, and everyone can get some help in some way.
Yeah, I need that every I don't know, group that have been such a big trauma like this, need to learn from this way, because it was special. It was special to see the people come and get better, because there is a story that can blow your mind, really. I heard about some stories that you look at the people and you said like how you stand, how you are here, how you are happy, how you are, and it's amazing. it's amazing to see that they get over this trauma and they are better and they go to work and they talk about it. It's hard, but they talk about it and they want to go back to the normal circle of life. So it's amazing.
What gives you strength to carry? I know I can see that you're a real doer and you get strength from helping other people, and you're saying that heals you too. Is that what keeps you going? Is there something else specifically that gives you strength, keeps you going?
You know, I just think about also all of the people all of the beautiful souls that are not with us, and why it's important to do what we are doing, also the exhibit and all of the explanation to the world and to help the survivors, because we need to show them also that we are strong and we are standing on our feet, and no matter what they are trying to do to us, we are be together and we are over it. We get over it. So I'm Israel Chai, definitely.
Well, I wish you amon hatzlacha.
Thank you very much.
Anything else you want to share? You said you had stories or anything specific, any specific stories?
Just I don't know, I want to tell everybody that to search the truth and to see the good point and the good point in the life, and to see the light in the end of the tunnel, because this is what we are doing here, to see the light in the end of the tunnel. Even the darkness come to you, the light get over the darkness. It's like Hanukkah, you know. So this is the message.